Welcome to the MLB game-winning highlights for Saturday, April 1st. The Houston Astros beat the Chicago White Sox 6-4 at home. Moncada and Zavala homered for the White Sox, but it wasn't enough, especially when confronted with Yordan Alvarez. Runners on first and second. Santos comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Alvarez hits a ground ball past the mound and into center field. Diaz comes around third and will not draw a throw home as he scores, and the Astros lead 5-3. Just 3 games into the season, that's already Alvarez's 5th RBI. The St. Louis Cardinals beat the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1. Flaherty got the win, and Gausman took the loss, despite Gausman not allowing any earned runs. The Cardinals had a 3-run third inning that was aided by an error by Matt Chapman. 1-1 the count now to Gorman, who grounded out in his first at-bat. Here comes the pitch by Gausman. Swing and a ground ball past the dive of Bichette and into left field. Goldschmidt scores. Arenado scores. And the Cardinals are really taking advantage of the Chapman error. They now lead 3-0. The Milwaukee Brewers beat the Chicago Cubs 3-1. Ian Happ homered in the 6th to put the Cubs up 1-0, but the Brewers fought back in the 8th. A single by Winker scored the tying run. Later in the inning, William Contreras came up to the plate with the bases loaded. Contreras fouls off the first pitch, and the count is 0-1. Bases loaded, Contreras facing off against Fulmer. The pitcher comes set, delivers. Contreras hits a fly ball to right. Mastrobi charging, and he can't get there in time. Mitchell scores. Turang will test Mastrobi's arm. The throw to the plate. Safe. And the 2-run RBI single by Contreras puts the Brewers up 3-1. The Texas Rangers beat the Philadelphia Phillies 16-3. The Rangers had 17 hits, including a home run by Semien and 2 from Mitch Garver. The long ball wasn't the only way Garver helped the Rangers score. 2-1 the count to Garver. Wheeler deals. There's a ground ball to short, and Turner can't field it cleanly. His throw to first is not in time, and Garcia scores from third. A rare error by Turner. The ball hit the heel of his glove and got away from him, and the Rangers lead 4-0. The Atlanta Braves beat the Washington Nationals 7-1. Spencer Strider got the win, and Josiah Gray took the loss. The Braves wasted no time in scoring. Acuna Mejia homered in his first at-bat of the game. That brought Matt Olson to the plate. Now coming up to bat is Olson. He went 2 for 5 with a double in Thursday's opener. Gray winds. The pitch. Olson hits a shot to right, and that ball is gone. Matt Olson has his first home run of the year. The Braves have now homered on back-to-back pitches. The San Francisco Giants beat the New York Yankees 7-5 in New York. A nice turnaround for the Giants, who were scoreless on opening day. Crawford and Peterson homered for the Giants, and Donaldson and Stanton for the Yankees. The Giants went into the ninth inning with a 5-4 lead, with Peterson on first. Mike Yastrzemski came up to the plate. Yastrzemski ahead in the count, 3-0. Holmes comes set, and the pitch. There's a line drive, base hit into right center, and up against the wall. Peterson rounding third as Judge throws it in. No throw to the plate as Peterson scores, and the Giants take a 6-4 lead on the Yastrzemski double. That's the second time the Giants have done damage on a 3-0 pitch. The other time being Crawford's homer in the fourth. The Los Angeles Angels beat the Oakland A's 13-2. Patrick Sandoval got the win, and Shintaro Fujinami, who is making his MLB debut, took the loss. Fujinami looked great through the first 2 innings, striking out 4, but ran into some trouble in the third. Up to bat is Taylor Ward, who's 1 for 4 on the year. Runners on second and third. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball, up the middle, base hit. Urshela scores. Ohapi is held up at third as the ball got to the center fielder Ruiz quickly. The Angels lead 2-0. The Boston Red Sox beat the Baltimore Orioles 9-8 in another close, high-scoring game. The Red Sox went into the ninth inning trailing by 1. With 2 outs, Masataka Yoshida reached on a single and was pinch ran for by Refsnyder. That brought Adam Duvall to the plate. 1-0 the count to Duvall. He had an excellent day, hitting a double, triple, and home run. Here comes the pitch. Struck well to deep left center. Mullins back at the wall. He leaps and gone. A walk-off home run for Duvall. But the Orioles aren't so sure. Duvall makes his trek around the bases, but the Orioles manager, Brandon Hyde, has his hand up, and he wants the call reviewed. The ball is currently on the field. It appeared to just clear the wall, and maybe Hyde thought that the ball hit the top of the wall and came back was the umpire crew chief to make the call. One of Will Little, Ryan Addleton, Dan Bursell, or Lance Barksdale. And the call is a home run. So a delayed celebration for Adam Duvall. But he does get credit for the home run. And the Red Sox win 9-8. The Cincinnati Reds beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-2 at home. Nick Lodolo was credited with the win, and Rich Hill took the loss. The Pirates took an early lead in the top of the first, but the Reds fought back quickly in the bottom half of the inning. That pitch at the bottom of the zone, but called a ball, so we could be seeing a tight zone set up early by the home plate umpire, Bruce Dreckman. Here comes the pitch. Newman hits a drive to left. That ball is gone. Kevin Newman's first home run of the season. And the Reds go up 3-1. That's the second home run of the inning. The other being a solo shot by Jonathan India. The Tampa Bay Rays beat the Detroit Tigers 12-2 at home. While the Rays took an early lead in the first, they really broke through in the third with a 7-run inning. A big factor in that inning was Jose Siri. Turnbull gets away with one, leaving a sinker up over the plate. Runners on second and third. He comes set. Deals. Ground ball. Down the line. And into left field. Arozarena scores. Meadows cuts off the ball from going to the wall and throws it in. But scoring standing is Franco. The Rays lead 3-0. The Minnesota Twins beat the Kansas City Royals 2-0 in Kansas City. They took an early lead in the first and never gave it up. Larnick gets the walk, which moves Buxton from first to second. And that brings up Jose Miranda. Miranda walked twice on Thursday in the season opener. Lyles delivers. Miranda hits a line drive into center field. Base hit. Buxton rounding third. Isbell, the throw home. Safe. And the Twins strike first with a 2-out RBI. The New York Mets beat the Miami Marlins 6-2 in Miami. Though the Miami Marlins led after 2 innings, the Mets slowly tacked on runs while preventing any more. With the score tied at 2 in the top of the 5th inning, Pete Alonso came up to the plate. 2-1 to Alonso. Nardi from the stretch. Here it comes. Line drive over the head of Segura and into left field. Coming around third is McNeil. He'll will score easily. And going into second standing is Alonso with a double. The Mets take the lead with no outs here in the top of the fifth. The San Diego Padres beat the Colorado Rockies 8-4. They led early and never relinquished the lead. The Rockies did their best to stay in the game, but the fifth inning for the Padres solidified their eventual victory. 1-0 the count to Campusano. Runners on the corners. Lock in the stretch. Delivers. There's a drive to center. Daza going back. He stops short of the warning track and makes the catch. Cronenworth tags up and scores from third to give the Padres a 5-1 lead. The Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 10-1 at home. Kershaw had an excellent outing, throwing 6 innings, allowing 1 run, and striking out 9. Offensively, they started strong with a 5-run first inning that included this play. Thompson would like to not squander this bases-loaded opportunity. Here's the pitch. High fly ball to straightaway center. Thomas going back. Still going back. Gone. A grand slam for Trace Thompson. And this first has become a big inning. Bumgarner hung another breaking ball, and Thompson sat on it and absolutely crushed it. The Dodgers now lead 5-0. The Cleveland Guardians beat the Seattle Mariners 2-0 in Seattle. The starters, Cifali and Gilbert, pitched well. Unfortunately for Gilbert, he made one mistake in the 4th inning that cost him. Naylor struck out in the 1st inning. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and driven well to center. And gone. An absolute blast by Naylor on a slider right in the middle of the zone. And Cleveland takes a 1-0 lead. Thank you for listening to these game-winning highlights, and have a wonderful evening.